The data beamed back by the Pagarayan rover from the moon's south polar region has now led to the discovery of an ancient crater.
Beneath the moon's dusty surface lies a hidden world of lava tubes, holding secrets that could change humanity's future. Water ice and helium-3, resources that could revolutionize energy and space exploration. But this shocking discovery may also ignite a fierce battle for control. Are we ready for the consequences of unlocking the moon's deepest, most dangerous secrets? The discovery that shook space exploration. The moon, long perceived as a lifeless, desolate rock in the sky, has just revealed a shocking secret that could change everything we know about our celestial neighbor. In an unprecedented discovery, Japan's Kaguya lunar probe uncovered over 200 mysterious dark holes scattered across the moon's surface. But these aren't your average crater. They are massive openings leading to vast underground tunnels, known as lava tubes, which were formed billions of years ago by ancient volcanic activity. This is not just a small breakthrough, it's a game changer. These enormous lava tubes could hold the key to unlocking the moon's deepest mysteries. What's even more mind-blowing is that these tunnels might have been untouched for centuries, preserving a time capsule of the moon's volcanic past. Scientists are now speculating that these underground corridors could harbor valuable geological data, mineral deposits, or even remnants of ancient water, materials that could rewrite our understanding of the moon's formation and its potential to support future life. What's even more surprising? These hidden structures, unlike the moon's surface craters, are shielded from cosmic radiation, meteorite impacts, and the harsh extremes of temperature. This makes them ideal candidates for habitation. Some experts are already suggesting that humanity could one day use these very tunnels as safe, protected shelters for lunar colonies. This shocking discovery not only challenges everything we thought we knew about the moon's barren surface, but also paves the way for a potential new chapter in space exploration and human expansion beyond Earth. The moon has just become a whole lot more interesting and mysterious. Located in regions like Mare Tranquillitatis and Marius Hills, these dark holes stand out from the moon's surface, which is littered with craters. Unlike typical craters that are shallow, bowl-shaped depressions caused by meteorite impacts, these newly discovered formations are vertical shafts plunging deep into the lunar crust. Their massive size, some spanning hundreds of meters, hints at the presence of enormous underground tunnels. The most astonishing part of the discovery is that these tunnels have likely remained sealed off and undisturbed for billions of years. Their untouched environment makes them a treasure trove for researchers eager to unlock the moon's secrets. This discovery also brings into question the achievements of earlier lunar missions, particularly the Apollo program. While the Apollo missions were groundbreaking, focusing on surface exploration and sample collection, they lacked the advanced imaging and mapping technologies that would later reveal these hidden features. In retrospect, it's surprising that such significant lunar formations went unnoticed at the time. This raises intriguing questions about what else remains undiscovered on the moon. The geology of these lava tubes provides a striking contrast to similar formations on Earth. Lava tubes are created during volcanic eruptions when molten rock flows beneath a solid crust, leaving behind hollow channels. On Earth, such formations are often small and fragile, collapsing over time due to weathering and gravity. However, the moon's lack of an atmosphere and its lower gravity have preserved these tunnels on an unprecedented scale. This challenges the earlier belief that the moon is geologically inert and suggests it once had a far more active and dynamic volcanic past. As if this discovery wasn't enough to spark excitement, the lava tubes also hold potential for human exploration. With their natural protection against the moon's harsh surface conditions, radiation, extreme temperatures, and meteoroid impacts, these tunnels could serve as shelters for astronauts or even permanent lunar colonies. The possibility of transforming these ancient structures into habitable environments has captured the imagination of scientists and engineers alike. National Aeronautics and Space Administration and the European Space Agency are already exploring the potential for using these tubes as safe havens for astronauts, a key step for long-term lunar missions. However, challenges remain in making these lava tubes truly habitable. While the skylights offer a way into the tunnels, ensuring that they are stable, safe, and accessible will require significant technological development. The risks include the potential for unstable sections, harmful gases, and the need for life support systems to make the interior habitable. Yet, the rewards could be immense. If these natural fortresses can be transformed into sustainable habitats, they could play a crucial role in humanity's future on the moon and serve as a stepping stone for deeper space exploration. This discovery has reignited global interest in lunar exploration. Countries and private companies are investing heavily in new moon missions, shifting their focus from just surface exploration to deeper exploration of these hidden tunnels. The hope is that, within these lava tubes, there are untapped resources, as well as crucial geological records that could provide insights into the moon's history. This renewed interest is setting the stage for a new era in space exploration, one that promises to unlock the moon's deepest secrets and propel humanity towards a future among the stars. As scientists continue to explore these fascinating features, one thing is clear: we are only just beginning to uncover the moon's most profound secrets. The answers lie in the dark holes, waiting to reshape our understanding of the cosmos and our place within it. The untold depths of the moon. As the possibility of exploring the moon's lava tubes grows, cutting-edge technologies are stepping up to take the lead. One of the most exciting developments is the Space Hopper robot, a small, autonomous explorer designed to navigate the moon's rough terrain. Equipped with artificial intelligence and advanced sensors, the Space Hopper is built to endure the harsh lunar environment. Its ability to hop across the moon's surface and into the deep, dark depths of the lava tubes could open up a whole new chapter in lunar exploration. This robot can perform critical tasks like mapping the tubes and collecting samples without risking human lives in the process. Further advancing lunar exploration are the Duaxle rover and Daedalus mapper, two cutting-edge robotic explorers designed to uncover the moon's secrets. The Duaxle rover is equipped with a unique two-part system that can split into independent units, enabling it to navigate tight passages and explore areas previously deemed inaccessible. This capability makes it ideal for venturing deep into the moon's volcanic tunnels, retrieving samples from locations that were once beyond reach. Meanwhile, the Daedalus mapper boasts high-tech scanning tools, capable of producing highly detailed 3D maps of lunar caves and lava tubes. These maps will be instrumental in identifying regions with significant resource potential, such as deposits of water ice or clues to the moon's geological history. Complementing these efforts are drones and crawlers, specially designed for the challenging task of exploring dangerous or hard-to-access areas. These machines can traverse tight spaces, detect variations in temperature and pressure, and collect samples from locations too risky for human exploration. Their advanced autonomous capabilities allow them to operate without constant control, navigating the unpredictable lunar terrain where extreme conditions prevail. Temperatures dropping to -280 degrees Fahrenheit, the absence of an atmosphere, and frequent meteorite strikes make these robots essential for enduring the moon's hostile environment and unlocking its hidden treasures. The technology being developed could also unlock some truly shocking discoveries. While exploring the moon's lava tubes, scientists could find signs of ancient water flow or even traces of microbial life. Though it may sound like science fiction, it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. Water ice is already suspected to be hidden in the moon's permanently shadowed regions, and the lava tubes might have once harbored conditions that supported life millions of years ago. If these tubes contain preserved remnants of ancient water or other signs of life, it could rewrite our understanding of not only the moon, but the very conditions required for life in our solar system. With these robotic pioneers at the forefront, the exploration of the moon's darkest, most mysterious corners is becoming less of a dream and more of a reality. Each step forward brings us closer to uncovering the secrets buried beneath the lunar surface, secrets that could dramatically change our view of space and our place within it. Alongside these exciting advancements in exploration, the moon's resources are drawing significant attention. Helium-3, a rare isotope believed to be abundant on the lunar surface, could be the key to clean, limitless nuclear fusion. Unlike the more common helium-4 used in balloons, helium-3 is extremely rare on Earth, but is believed to be abundant on the moon. This isotope could power fusion reactors, providing a new source of energy that doesn't produce harmful radiation or greenhouse gases. The value of helium-3 is shocking. Experts estimate that the moon holds enough of it to meet Earth's energy needs for thousands of years. Some even predict the value of these lunar deposits could reach trillions of dollars. This could revolutionize the future of energy, making fossil fuels obsolete and providing clean, renewable power on a global scale. The thought of tapping into such a vast source of energy is both thrilling and terrifying if we can access it. In addition, the moon's lava tubes could hold vast reserves of frozen water. Water is the lifeblood of any space mission, and the moon's lava tubes could hold vast reserves of frozen water beneath the surface. This water ice could be converted into drinking water, oxygen for breathing, and even hydrogen fuel, making it a critical resource for sustaining future lunar colonies. National Aeronautics and Space Administration and other space agencies are already working on technologies to extract and utilize this water. The discovery of water on the moon is a game changer, offering a potential solution to the logistical nightmare of bringing resources from Earth. If we can access this water, the moon could support long-term human habitation, acting as a stepping stone for missions to Mars and beyond. But this potential gold mine is not without its controversies. Mining celestial bodies like the moon raises serious ethical and legal questions. The excitement over its resources is tempered by questions of ownership and profit rights. If private companies or wealthy nations control these resources, what happens to the rest of the world? Will the moon's riches benefit all, or become the domain of a few powerful entities? This sparks heated debates about space law and ethics. Some warn that resource extraction could lead to a space gold rush, with nations and corporations scrambling to control lunar deposits, possibly leading to conflict. The moon's resources could become a battleground for power, leaving humanity divided. The stakes are high. Will humanity use the moon's treasures to benefit society, or will we face a new era of exploitation and inequality? The answer will shape the future of space exploration and our civilization's journey into the stars. As the battle for lunar dominance intensifies, the moon's potential as a home for humanity takes on even greater importance. The future of humanity in lava tubes. As we uncover more about the moon's ancient lava tubes, the idea of building lunar colonies inside these natural shelters is becoming an exciting possibility. These underground tunnels could serve as the perfect environment for self-sustaining human habitats, offering protection from the harsh lunar environment. The moon's surface is exposed to deadly radiation, extreme temperatures, and constant meteorite bombardment, but these lava tubes provide a shielded space that could allow humans to live and work on the moon for extended periods. Innovative technologies are being designed to transform these tunnels into livable colonies. Concepts like inflatable habitats could be deployed to provide additional living space, while 3D printed walls might create strong, durable structures from lunar soil, reducing the need to bring materials from Earth. Biodome technology could be used to grow food, creating a closed-loop system that supports life without relying on Earth's resources. These advances would help make the moon a viable location for future lunar inhabitants, possibly even allowing us to live there long-term. However, living in confined underground spaces on the moon would present psychological and sociological challenges. The isolation, lack of sunlight, and limited space could have significant effects on human behavior. Long periods of confinement could lead to mental health issues, and the stress of living in such an extreme environment could test human resilience. How will humans adapt to these conditions? Will social dynamics be strained in such an isolated, high-pressure environment? Looking further ahead, lunar colonies could become essential stepping stones for humanity's journey to Mars and beyond. By mastering survival on the moon, we can develop the technologies and knowledge needed for interplanetary travel. The moon may be our first home off Earth, laying the groundwork for the future of human exploration across the solar system. However, the moon's newfound potential as a base for humanity's future is raising unsettling questions. While its promise as a stepping stone for exploration is exciting, there are growing concerns about the darker possibilities. The hidden military agenda. Even though the focus has largely been on scientific exploration, some reports suggest that nations might secretly be eyeing the moon as a strategic military base. The idea of setting up surveillance systems or defensive equipment inside the moon's lava tubes is gaining traction. These tunnels, with their natural protection from radiation and meteoroid impacts, could offer an ideal location for hiding military infrastructure, making it almost impossible to detect from Earth. The American Army once planned for a nuclear-powered, heavily armed lunar outpost through a Cold War project known as Project Horizon, an ambitious plan for establishing a base on the moon by the 1960s. Today, the notion of militarizing the moon has evolved into something more modern, with nations like China already making plans to build a lunar base using moon soil in the coming years. While this effort is framed as a leap forward for scientific research, the implications go far beyond discovery. As nations race to stake their claim on the moon's resources, the strategic potential of these bases grows increasingly clear. These bases could serve not only as research outposts, but also as military strongholds. The geopolitical implications of militarizing the moon could be enormous. If nations were to turn the moon into a militarized outpost, it could spark a new space race, not for scientific discovery, but for dominance. The militarization of space isn't just about supporting military missions on Earth. It's the weaponization of space, using it for offensive purposes, that poses a real threat. Could the moon become the next frontier for an arms race? The thought of satellites or weaponry being deployed from the moon, ready to strike Earth or defend strategic interests, is chilling. Some experts fear that the moon, instead of being a symbol of peaceful exploration, could become the epicenter of global conflict in space. This growing concern is amplified by the fact that some space programs, under the guise of advancing science, might be masking military ambitions. Nations could claim they are sending missions to explore the moon's resources or conduct research, but behind the scenes, they might be preparing for something much more sinister. As more countries and even private corporations push to stake their claim on the moon's untapped resources, critics argue that military interests could be hidden behind the promise of scientific exploration, creating a cloud of suspicion and distrust among global powers. The moon, once seen as a neutral space, could soon become a contested territory. As nations make bold moves in space, the risks of militarization grow, and the dream of peaceful lunar exploration may be overshadowed by the threat of warfare. The race to the moon could shift from discovery to securing power in an increasingly tense geopolitical landscape. The dark side of lunar exploration. The discovery of lunar lava tubes and the growing interest in exploiting the moon's resources have sparked an intense debate over the ownership and control of the moon. The 1967 Outer Space Treaty, signed by over 100 countries, clearly states that no nation can claim ownership of the moon. The treaty was intended to ensure that space exploration would benefit all of humanity, with no one country dominating celestial bodies. Under this agreement, the moon was considered the common heritage of mankind, meaning no one could call it their own. But as technology rapidly advances, and the prospect of mining the moon's precious resources becomes a reality, the lines between shared ownership and national interests are beginning to blur. Countries and private companies are now testing the limits of the treaty, especially as the moon's valuable resources, such as water ice and helium-3, are seen as essential for future space missions and energy production. The United States, through its Artemis Accords, has paved the way for resource extraction on the moon. While the accords encourage international cooperation, they also allow countries and private entities to stake claims on lunar resources, raising the question, who truly owns the moon? If private companies like SpaceX begin mining water or extracting helium-3, who owns the profit? Should the wealth from these resources be shared, or should companies and nations control it for themselves? The growing tension over who controls the moon's resources is not just a matter of space law, but also a reflection of the broader ethical dilemmas that space exploration will face in the years to come. At the same time, the geopolitical tensions surrounding the moon's future are intensifying. China, with its aggressive lunar ambitions, has set an audacious goal of sending humans to the moon by 2030. The secrecy surrounding China's space program has raised suspicions about their true intentions. Critics argue that China may be looking to monopolize the moon's resources or establish a military foothold on the lunar surface. China's growing space power could shift the balance of global influence. With the potential for significant discoveries and resources on the moon, China's actions are closely watched, and the world is left wondering, are they planning to use the moon as a stepping stone for future space dominance? Meanwhile, the United States is not backing down. With the Artemis program, it is aiming to land astronauts on the moon by 2025 and establish a permanent presence. While the program promises international collaboration, critics warn that its true purpose may be to secure control over the moon's wealth of resources. The United States has its eyes on the moon's potential as a source of fuel, water, and energy, vital assets for future space missions to Mars and beyond. The question arises, is this scientific exploration, or are we witnessing the militarization of space? With so much at stake, the United States is determined to ensure its leadership in the new frontier. As both China and America race to claim their stake on the moon, the question of ownership has never been more urgent. China has already sent probes to the moon, built its own space station, and is also setting its sights on Mars, as it vies with the America in particular to be the first to gain access to minerals and other resources found away from Earth. Could the moon's lava tubes become the next battlefield for global dominance? Or is there room for nations to collaborate and ensure that the moon's resources benefit all of humanity? The Outer Space Treaty, which once promised peaceful exploration, is being tested by the ambitions of powerful nations. As they push further into space, the ethical and legal challenges of resource extraction are becoming impossible to ignore. The risk of conflict over the moon's resources is becoming increasingly real. The discovery of lunar lava tubes has opened up incredible possibilities for human habitation and exploration, but it has also made the moon a geopolitical flashpoint. The stakes have never been higher. The question is no longer just about space exploration. It's about who controls the future of the moon, and by extension, the future of humanity. Will the moon unite nations in a spirit of cooperation, or will it become the next great battleground in the fight for global power? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear: the battle for control of the moon is just beginning. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and join us on this journey to uncover the moon's mysteries and the secrets of the universe. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.